Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the beneficiary of the Manchester United rotation policy today. He returns to the starting lineup in place of Wednesday's hat-trick hero Andy Cole, no doubt remembering that he went one better than that against Everton last season. Solskjaer putting 4 past them at Old Trafford. Well, Everton's goal in that game came from Francis Jeffers, who scored 5 times in the last 4 games. Jeffers made his senior debut against United when he was only 16. He scored twice at Middlesbrough last week, and there's just one change from the Everton side, which won there. Defender Richard Dunn, now clear of a 5-game domestic suspension, plays his first Premiership match of the season, replacing the injured Abel Shabir. All 4 midfield players, Alexanderson, Gravesen, Gascoigne and Nyarko, were summer signings. Mark Hughes, nearly 37, plays against the club where he was a legend. Kevin Campbell is on the bench. Wes Brown, the England defender who missed the whole of last season through injury, makes a demanding return alongside Gary Neville, with Jaap Stam and Ronnie Johnson both injured. Nicky Butt comes into midfield for the suspended Roy Keane, and Teddy Sheringham captains the side, with both Cole and York on the bench, no doubt with Tuesday's Champions League match in Kiev in mind. Dermot Gallagher is the referee. Manchester United, the defending champions, unbeaten in the Premiership since February the 12th, playing from left to right in red shirts and black shorts. Here's Beckham, and already Scholes is well forward. It was cleared by Alexanderson for Everton. And it was nicely done by Francis Jeffers. Alexanderson again. Dennis Irwin playing in the right-back position today. And this is Stephen Hughes playing in the left-back position for Everton. Steve Watson is at centre-back. It was his misplaced pass. And there was a flag up anyway for offside. That was Watson. And then, number 18, Paul Gascoigne. Irwin. This is Butt, Solskjaer. Through by Sheringham, and Solskjaer's in already. And just at the last, a challenge by Weir, that I think took the sting out of Solskjaer's shot. But just for a moment, it was a clear opening. That ball is out. Teddy Sheringham supplied the pass for Solskjaer, and that's offside. Well, that was the first clean opening of the match. Sheringham, an astute ball. He's onside, clear of the defenders at first, but Weir just got something on it, and Gerrard made the save. That was Weir. Now Gascoigne to Nyarko. And Everton can't afford to give the ball away in areas like that. This is Sheringham, now Beckham. Sheringham's touch to Scholes this time, into Solskjaer. It's Scholes again for United. Oh, it's been blocked by Watson. United are appealing for hands. They're surrounding the referee. They're claiming a penalty against Stephen Watson, but it won't be given, and Sheringham leads the other players away, taking captain's responsibility and shepherding other Manchester United players away from the referee. This is what happened. It's a brilliant move. Scholes is through. Now, where did it hit? Watson. The corner's been taken. And a scare there as well for Everton. I'm not so sure it wasn't ball to hand if it did hit him there. Didn't have much chance to get out of the way. But there was a strong appeal. Having said that, it was a glittering move. And Everton here are on the rack early on. This is Scholes again. And it's Francis Jeffers back in defence. Everton had pulled everybody right back. Wes Brown. And now Irwin's got a run on here. Turning in... Oh, that was Solskjaer. Well, the way this has started, Everton just can't get the ball. Watson was the player involved in the penalty appeal. It's Scholes who has the shot. Oh, well, the right arm was out. The ball definitely hit it. Was he out there for balance? Or should it have been a penalty? And it's forward here by Alexanderson, looking for Mark Hughes. Sylvester not sure of himself. Alexanderson, Jeffers in the middle, coming in now. Oh, good interception by Gary Neville. Had to be. This is a beautiful break by Everton. The ball is curved in superbly for Jeffers, but Gary Neville gets there. And Barthez would have been pleased with his presence. Richard Dunn is forward, so is Weir. And Dunn gets in there, and just for a moment, that looked like a half chance. And Gravison. And now look at the way Manchester United are breaking out of defence. There's players in red shirts all over the pitch. This is Sheringham. Everton hurrying back. Scholes. And now it's Beckham. All the way across to Sylvester. Brown. Nyarko for Everton. Back from Mark Hughes. Gravison. Well, what a storming opening, as so often happens when these two meet. Scholes, Sheringham. Giggs in the centre-forward position here. He's got Solskjaer to his right, Sheringham here. Now Solskjaer. Comes off Weir. But there's no let-up. None at all. Solskjaer. Oh, surely it must be, it's there! And it was Nicky Butt. It's 1-0 Manchester United. And nobody saw him coming. Well, it was building up all the time. Solskjaer was the provider here. He got away on the right, curled the cross to the near post, and Nicky Butt somehow breasts that in under challenge from Richard Dunn. Yes, it was almost with the chest or the midriff. And Manchester United have taken the lead in the 26th minute. Well, that's well played by Solskjaer. Look at Sheringham here. Oh, he's gone past Weir. It's Teddy Sheringham straight through. Good save, Gerrard. Ryan Giggs. Goal. How can you contain Manchester United in this sort of mood? What a build-up. First of all, through the centre of the field by Teddy Sheringham. And Everton, once again, were fully stretched. Ryan Giggs is the scorer, but Sheringham steering his shot, goalkeeper down to his right to save, and then Giggs just didn't hesitate. It's 2-0 to Manchester United, 2 goals in 4 minutes, and Everton wondering just where all that came from. Well, Sheringham's really showing some class up there this afternoon. This is all happening without either Andy Cole or Dwight Yorke being on the pitch. No Roy Keane, no Jaap Stam, no Ronnie Johnson. You're starting to think that at this moment in the afternoon, Manchester United are playing in a different league, not just to Everton, but to most of the others. Here's Giggs. Sylvester's down the left-hand side, 3 in the middle. Nyarko gets a foot to it. Solskjaer! And Gerrard has to pull off a terrific save to rescue his own defender. Solskjaer had no business to get this ball. Dunn is dwelling on it, but he loses it. Sheer persistence by the Norwegian, and what a good save by Gerrard to keep the score down to 2. It's a corner to be taken by Beckham. Jeffers. Stephen Hughes. Mark Hughes wanting it in the centre. Giggs back to defend. The work ethic of the Manchester United team so apparent. Giggs 1 minute is scoring a goal, the next minute he's back defending in front of the fullback, and Walter Smith must be wondering what Everton can do to turn this match round. Weir. Now, here's Mark Hughes in some space. That's a good early effort. Taken on the volley, something he's made his trademark over the years. Through the channel to Sheringham. Now a Beckham run here from right to left. Oh, they're 2 against 1 here. Beckham's got Solskjaer completely unmarked here for Manchester United, and it's 3-0, and it's just starting to look too easy. Everton's players caught up the pitch. David Beckham made a splendid run from right to left, found so much space, put it in the path of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who made no mistake. Silvestra's long ball, Beckham just got that down so cleverly, slid the ball square, and Solskjaer, who got 4 against Everton last season, makes it 3 for Manchester United this afternoon. Gravison. He had the advantage. Alexanderson with the cross, and Stephen Hughes. There was an offence on the far side there where the referee played a very good advantage, and play was allowed to go on. I think the Everton supporters thought he might go back and speak to the Manchester United offender, but he hasn't, Dermot Gallagher, even though he's in long conversation with Gravison. And also 1 or 2 Manchester United players are making a point to the referee. He's not short of conversation, Dermot Gallagher, in this first half. Oh, just look at that from Beckham. Oh, keep that one in the archives. Giggs has now made a run through the centre, and Beckham pulls it right across to the left, where Sheringham had drifted. Silvestre. Scholes. Mayako. And Gascoigne is being pursued by Beckham here, but he's got his pass away. This is Alexanderson, and he wants Jeffers in the middle. And there's a minute of added time to be included here.
The referee has indicated there will be 1 minute of stoppage time.
I would imagine it's a minute that Everton will be happy to see go by quite quickly and get in the dressing room and try and pull themselves together, but it's nothing in a sense to do with them playing poorly. It's to do with Manchester United hitting top-notch again. A lot of depth on that kick from Barthez. Sheringham was up there. This is Giggs. Beautifully done, tucked back again by Solskjaer to Sheringham, and Everton having to crowd around the ball, and there are 6s and 7s really trying to find a way of stemming the Manchester United tide. Nicky Butt with the first goal, which really sparked off a spell in which Giggs got the second, and then to make things even worse from Everton's point of view, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer the third. But it was one of the most sublime 45 minutes of Premiership football you could wish to see from the champions, and they go off at half-time 3-0 to the good. Each side make a half-time substitution. Dwight York has come on in place of Ryan Giggs, no doubt with Tuesday in mind there. And for Everton, David Unsworth has replaced Stephen Hughes, presumably at left-back. And on the evidence of that half, this is about the most impressive performance I've seen from an away team at Goodison since that match in the early 80s when Liverpool won here 5-0. Ian Rush got 4, and Mark Lawrenson scored the other goal in a game in which a certain Alan Hansen was outstanding. In fact, people will start to make serious comparisons soon, if they haven't already, between that Liverpool team of the 80s and this Manchester United team, which will make for some healthy argument, I feel. Here's Silvestre. There was no injury where Ryan Giggs is concerned, but obviously with the match in Kiev on Tuesday, Manchester United are shuffling the pack, trying to keep players fresh. Now it's York with four others to his right. One of them is Beckham, who tried the back heel and got outwitted there by Gascoigne, but just look at the tackling back by Beckham and by Butt, who gets it now in a dangerous position for United. Oh, it's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer again, and it really should have been four. How quickly United got the ball back and how swiftly they moved and created another opening. Well, Solskjaer had almost too much time. Carved open again, this Everton defence. There's nobody really shutting him down there as he lines up the shot. And now it's York. And it's Solskjaer. Sheringham pulling away far post. Dunn makes the challenge. Solskjaer's gone down. Here's Gravesen. Neville and Irwin are keeping a close check on Jeffers. That was Irwin. And here's Gravesen. He's onside. Dwight York was the player who should have got to him. Gravesen for Everton. It's a goal. They've got one back. Dwight York didn't really check the run, and Gravesen has scored for Everton. It's a beautiful ball,
Number 16,
but he's clear, he's onside. York can't quite get there, and he steers it underneath Barthez. And just a few moments after Solskjaer could and should have made it 4-0, Gravesen here puts Everton back in the game. There's freedom on the left for Dwight York, and Nicky Butt's made a good run in the centre here. It's still York. It could be anybody's here. Solskjaer, good save, Gerrard. And Mark Hughes touching it back again, and Jeffers makes a forward run. Here's Alexanderson. Jeffers and Hughes waiting for a cross. Gascoigne. It's Gascoigne trying to pick his way through, and just couldn't manage it. This is Mark Hughes, still the master when it comes to target play like that. This is Gravesen. Coming across Dwight York. Hughes goes left to right. Mark Hughes. Super defending. Gary Neville. Goal kick. Everton were hoping for a corner, but the England defender here, Gary Neville, shows a remarkable coolness under pressure because Mark Hughes was threatening. This is Beckham, but Beckham again with Dwight York making a darting run here. Oh, and they didn't get to him, he's hit the post! Well, it was a bright effort that, because he was second favourite, if not third favourite for the ball. It's played in as usual with accuracy by Beckham, but there are two Everton defenders there, neither of them got to it, and he hit the post. Fabian Barthez has got a back problem, I think. Now, here's a story. The French goalkeeper signed for £7.8 million, being asked by Dermot Gallagher, can he carry on? And a good moment to remind everybody that Ramon van der Gaal is still the #2 goalkeeper at Old Trafford, ahead of Mark Bosnich. Well, Van der Gaal has never let Manchester United down, not over a period anyway, and the Dutch goalkeeper at the veteran stage now gets an unexpected call to action. that's a worry for Manchester United in terms of Barthez. Now, has the Everton revival petered out? This is Gemmell. Campbell, still a bit short of match fitness. Gravison. Oh, it hasn't petered out for him. This fellow, for me, certainly on the Everton side, is the man of the match. He has got through a prodigious amount of work, Gravison, and he looks dangerous every time he comes forward. Can also play in the back four, as he did at Tottenham quite recently. Brown. And that's pulled out of the air by Dwight York. And the ricochet hasn't helped Everton. It's York again. Oh, and Teddy Sheringham! Offside. No goal. Would have been a very good end to a very good week for him. But this is all a bit of a nonsense. Dwight York gets it down first off, then Unsworth gets into the picture. It comes off Watson, but look, it's marginally offside against Sheringham. So it's still 3-1. Oh, and that's Brown who's lost the place. This is Alexanderson. He's got Jeffers inside. Still Alexanderson. Sylvester's challenge. Played the ball. No penalty. And Dermot Gallagher brings a bristling contest to the end. Manchester United retain their position at the head of the Premiership after a bewitching first-half performance that Everton could never have hoped to counter, despite the fact that they made a stirring attempt in the second half to regain some sort of initiative. Gravison, who scored Everton's goal, was quite outstanding, but that was a word you would have given to nearly all the Manchester United players in the first half when they looked in a completely different class. They retain their ongoing superiority over Everton in Premiership matches. It's Everton 1, Manchester United 3.
I think they're a very good team. I mean, I think that's the thing. And I mean, if you sit back and watch them play as we did, and allow them the possession of the ball that we did, then you'll always get beaten. And that was the period of the game that we lost the game.
Yeah, it was a hard game. It was a good game, and I was happy to play against Man United and try that. It is top of the league. It's the best squad in the team in the league, and it was a tough match.
From your point of view as a defender on the day, I mean, can you explain how things can go wrong 3 times so quickly, or was it just down to United's skill?
No, I think it was it was bad play on our part combined with a lot of ability on United's part. It's just maybe a combination of the two, and we're disappointed the way we lost them. But we had to go out in the second half and and try and do something about it. And we came into the game a little bit and saved our pride a little bit. But by that time, the damage was done.
No excuses today. We have fared better in other matches, and we know United are champions, but we gave them far too much room to play in the early part of the game, and that cost us.
Now, I saw a quote at the end of last season from Roy Keane, and he said that the way forward for Manchester United, their next target should be to go a whole league season without losing a game, which seemed ridiculous, but it's not inconceivable, is it, the way that is?
Giggs gets this goal. Everton are on the attack. We highlight Giggs there. Ball's played up, knocked back to Sheringham. Good attacking play through the legs. Comes back off the keeper. Who's in support? Giggs, edge of the box. Great finish. It's so easy. This is even better. This is Beckham in the defensive position. You've got 9 reds in the picture here, plus the keeper, plus Solskjaer on the right-hand side. Men behind the ball, soak up the pressure. Watch this for a run from the right-back position. He goes out of the picture. He'll come back in a minute. And then here he comes. Look at the burst there. Fantastic run. You've got to have the ability to finish it off. Great first touch. Vision awareness to Solskjaer. And the game is all over. It's unbelievable.
Well, it's difficult picking out individuals when they play as well as that, but what about a department? I mean, their midfield is so strong, isn't it?
Invariably, you'll be talking about one of them. Yeah. Invariably, you'll be talking about one of the quartet. All right, Keane didn't play today. Butt came in, did well. I'm fed up talking about Beckham. You get sick and tired, but when somebody plays as good as that in the first half, you must have come off the pitch and thought, I can't play any better than this. I mean, this sets the tone. This is the first 2 minutes of the match. Like, keep possession, into feet, great ball in. Into feet again, it's played on to Scholes, 1-2, could end up in the back of the net. But after this, the passing, I mean, this ball here, quick look up, it's just unbelievable. Everything, doesn't matter how long it is, It's into feet. Plays it in there, gets it back. Look at this for a pass.
And the fly could have put him off.
Unbelievable. And then the little party trick here. But again, always in possession. And then just to finish it, we'll finish off with this one. I mean, how good is that? And I said before, I think I said about a fortnight ago, he's getting better and better. He's coming just about his peak, and he's got this competitive streak that he wants to go and win every match. And when you've got that talent and ability, nothing going to stop him.
Now, you played behind a decent midfield, and quite well on occasions got into John Watson.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
not sure about that.
What a good shout that was, by the way.
Does this one compare with the great English, sort of British quartets?
It compares well. If you look at this midfield quartet, it's got absolutely everything. You know, it's got pace, it's got steel, they can score goals, you've got the best crosser in the world. On the right-hand side, you've got the talent and ability of Scholes. The four coming up, Leeds United, that's pretty tasty as well. Yeah. And then we've got this one in 1978 that I played behind, like you say, which was pretty tasty as well. Sammy Lee came in there for Jimmy Case the next season, but you wouldn't mind playing behind any of those four. Yeah. And to pick four at that lot, the best four at that lot,
impossible.
The only problem I've got with that midfield quartet there, and any of the sides, is that Brooklyn isn't in it. Couldn't you get him in anywhere?
Deeply upset.
I've seen a few decent West Ham. No, it wasn't bad, your West Ham.